Marks 2 years since the death of convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein inside a New York City jail.
The recent unsealing of documents connected to the Jeffrey Epstein case has rekindled public intrigue, fueling controversies. As we delve into these newly revealed court documents, they provide an unprecedented and revealing insight into Epstein's inner circle. The revelations contained within have become a focal point of public attention, shedding light on the extent of his relationships with influential figures, even with the renowned physicist Stephen Hawking, exposing their sinister connections. Why is this list just getting released to the public? Join us as we reveal the names on Epstein's list.
The monsters are still out there. You took our freedom, now we're gonna take yours.
Jeffrey Einstein's fame and influence. As a multifaceted figure, Jeffrey Epstein was a renowned financier, philanthropist, and self-proclaimed math savant who wove a web of connections across politics, economics, and finance. With financial portfolios crafted for the ultra-rich and a social calendar that brushed shoulders with elites, Epstein's influence sprawled globally. His properties dotted the world map, providing the backdrop to accusations of orchestrating an underage trafficking ring involving approximately 80 young women, with chilling details of daily massages and sexual acts. Until recently, nearly 950 pages of court documents related to Epstein remained shrouded in partial redaction. However, the tide has turned, unleashing a torrent of information from what's colloquially known as the Epstein list, despite not being a straightforward roster of clients. Now accessible online, these documents paint a vivid picture of Epstein's intricate network. Anticipation and speculation reached a crescendo as people eagerly awaited the disclosure of over 150 names. Hopes were high that it would be a roster of Epstein's high-profile clientele. However, the unveiling brought its own twists. Rather than a list exclusively comprising Epstein's clients, the documents contained a mix of names, not only of his employees and witnesses, but also of some surprising figures from the realms of fame and influence. The revelation turned out to be a mosaic of individuals who had crossed paths with Epstein in various capacities. The details painted a complex picture, shattering preconceived notions and expectations. Some names were anticipated given their known associations, while others struck the public with astonishment. The veil was lifted, not just on Epstein's dark dealings, but on the intricate tapestry of relationships that surrounded him. Now let's delve into 10 of the names on Epstein's list. Number 10. Donald Trump. In the lead-up to the unsealing of court documents related to the notorious Jeffrey Epstein scandal, a cloud of speculation enveloped the public, eager to discover which prominent figures would be implicated. The intrigue reached a crescendo on January 3, 2024, when Mark Epstein, Jeffrey's brother, hinted at explosive secrets harbored by his sibling 3 years before he died in jail. Mark's revelation added fuel to the speculation surrounding the presidential election between Trump and Hillary Clinton. However, the specifics of the information remained a mystery, leaving the public to wonder about the potential impact on the political landscape. As the court documents were unveiled shortly after Mark's statement, Trump's name emerged, but without the smoking gun that could have upended past elections or impacted Trump's re-election bid. Despite him vehemently denying any Epstein-related wrongdoing, questions about Trump's connections to Epstein linger, fueled by the convicted offender's status as a fixture in conspiracy theories. The newly unsealed documents, with Trump's name appearing 4 times in Virginia Roberts Giuffre's deposition from January 16, 2016, provided insights into their interactions. Giuffre, a key figure in Epstein's web, mentioned Trump's alleged presence at Epstein's home, although she clarified that she never personally witnessed it, and asserted that she didn't believe Trump participated in any illicit activities. Additionally, Trump's association with Epstein surfaced casually in the deposition, identifying him as one of Epstein's notable friends. Giuffre's testimony delved into the origins of her involvement in Epstein's trafficking ring, revealing that Maxwell recruited her in 2000 at the age of 17, while she worked as a spa attendant at Mar-a-Lago, Trump's Florida resort. The resort became a focal point in the depositions, with Epstein and Maxwell questioned extensively about how they encountered Giuffre. Despite the proximity, Giuffre maintained that her relationship with Trump was limited to an employer-employee dynamic. Trump and Epstein's relationship, a subject shrouded in debate, traces back to the late 80s. While the extent of their friendship remains elusive, uncovered footage from 2019 showcases the two men sharing laughs and eyeing women at a 1992 party in Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort. Photographic evidence from 1992 and 1997 further solidifies their association. However, the dynamics shifted over time. On January 3rd, Trump's spokesperson dismissed any claims about Trump's ties to Epstein, asserting they were thoroughly debunked. Amidst this, a woman using the pseudonyms Katie Johnson and Jane Doe accused Trump of defiling her in 1994 at the age of 13 during an orgy at Epstein's Manhattan residence. Similar accusations were directed at Epstein. Despite legal filings and suits, the cases faced dismissals and withdrawals, with the accuser citing death threats and fear. Reports also suggest a property dispute in Palm Beach marked the end of their friendship, yet specifics remain unclear. When Epstein faced federal sex trafficking charges in 2019, Trump downplayed their connection, emphasizing a lack of contact in the past 15 years. The intricacies of this relationship, intertwined with legal battles and shifting narratives, unfold as a captivating exploration into the murky world of power, privilege, and scandal. The evolving dynamics between Trump and Epstein mirror a larger narrative that continues to captivate public attention. Number 9. Michael Jackson. The late king of pop, Michael Jackson, emerges as another name woven into the narrative of Epstein's list. Acquitted in 2005 of allegations involving underage boys, Jackson vehemently denied such claims throughout his life. The spotlight on Jackson intensifies within the deposition of a witness, dated May 18, 2016, as revealed in documents obtained by Billboard. Within the transcript, Sigrid McCauley, the lawyer representing Virginia Roberts Giuffre, delved into the experiences of a witness who, like Giuffre, is an accuser of Epstein. McCauley navigated through the web of connections that Epstein had with the rich, famous, and powerful, posing a straightforward question, asking if she ever met anybody famous when she was with Jeffrey. The response unfolded a connection to the king of pop. The witness recounted encounters with Michael Jackson, both at his residence in Palm Beach and at Jeffrey's house in the same locale. Notably, this revelation occurred within the broader context of Epstein's sphere, where high-profile individuals were fixtures in his social circles. McCauley probed further, inquiring whether the witness ever provided a message to Jackson, a question met with a categorical denial. This line of questioning resurfaces later in the deposition when Laura Menninger, an attorney representing Ghislaine Maxwell, revisited the encounters with famous figures. The focus lingers on the meeting with the 13th-time Grammy winner, Michael Jackson. Once again, the witness reaffirmed the meeting with the iconic musician, emphasizing a consistent denial of any massage-related involvement. Importantly, amidst these revelations, there are no allegations of wrongdoing on Michael Jackson's part within the documents. The inclusion of Michael Jackson's name in the Epstein deposition adds a layer of complexity to the narrative, offering a glimpse into the broader social tapestry that Epstein had woven. As the deposition unfolds, the intertwining of the famous and infamous within Epstein's world raises questions about the nature of these connections, contributing to the ongoing intrigue surrounding Epstein's associations and the high-profile individuals linked to his controversial legacy. Number 8. Prince Andrew. In the ongoing case surrounding Prince Andrew, the 63-year-old Duke of York finds himself entangled in fresh accusations, described by the Daily Mail as the ultimate blow for the royal figure. Reports indicate that Prince Andrew is now facing allegations of involvement in an underage orgy on Jeffrey Epstein's infamous island. The Times sheds light on a recent development wherein a report concerning Prince Andrew's alleged abuse of a 17-year-old girl has been brought to the attention of London police. These accusations resurface from recently released court records related to the notorious criminal Jeffrey Epstein. It's worth recalling that in 2022, Prince Andrew faced repercussions as he was stripped of his military honors and advised to step back from active royal duties when the allegations initially emerged. The release of new documents appears to have rekindled efforts to address what insiders refer to as the Andrew problem, with King Charles reportedly dedicating himself to resolving the matter. However, as reported by Reuters, British police clarified that, as of now, no new investigation has been initiated into the allegations surrounding Prince Andrew following the recent release of court documents linked to Jeffrey Epstein. Prince Andrew, the younger brother of King Charles, has consistently denied any accusations of misconduct. In February 2022, he settled a lawsuit in the United States brought by Virginia Giuffre, who had accused him of using her during her teenage years. Despite the settlement, the specter of controversy looms over Prince Andrew, with the resurgence of allegations and the ongoing scrutiny surrounding his connections to Epstein's dark legacy. The unfolding chapters of Prince Andrew's story underscore the persistent challenges facing the royal family and the complexities entwined with the allegations surrounding him. As the legal and public scrutiny continues, the narrative surrounding Prince Andrew remains a contentious and evolving tale that adds another layer of intrigue to the broader Epstein scandal. Number 7. Jean-Luc Brunell. Before his demise in a Paris jail cell, Jean-Luc Brunell, the modeling agent linked to Jeffrey Epstein, left behind a controversial legacy. Known as Epstein's alleged pimp, Brunell had a career marked by both glamour and infamy. His death by apparent suicide came on the heels of Prince Andrew's settlement in a lawsuit accusing him of sex abuse linked to Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. Brunell's journey in the fashion industry began in 1977 when he co-founded Karen Models in Paris, eventually transforming it into one of the world's most prestigious talent agencies. Renowned for his knack for discovering modeling gems, Brunell played a pivotal role in launching the careers of icons such as Sharon Stone, Milla Jovovich, Angie Everhart, Christy Turlington, and Monica Bellucci. Despite the accolades, his darker side emerged, with sources describing him as a coked-out misogynistic pig. The shadows cast by Brunell extended beyond the fashion world, as he was implicated in procuring over 1,000 women and girls for Epstein. His death in La Santé prison raised fresh questions and fueled conspiracies about the circumstances surrounding Epstein and Brunell, hinting at the possibility of powerful figures trying to silence them. However, as of now, there is no indication of foul play in either demise. Brunell's association with Epstein, who himself faced charges and was found hanging in a Manhattan jail in 2019, added a layer of intrigue to his story. Known for partying with A-list celebrities like Jack Nicholson and Leonardo DiCaprio, his brightly colored clothing became a trademark. His arrest at Charles de Gaulle Airport in December 2020, while attempting to board a plane to Dakar, Senegal, marked a turning point in his life. Originally indicted for abusing a minor over 15 years old and harassment, Brunell also faced suspicions of being a pimp for Epstein. Despite being placed under the status of an assisted witness for acts of human trafficking and exploiting minors for sexual purposes, his death has ignited speculations about the extent of his knowledge and the potential secrets he may have taken to the grave. The circumstances of Brunell's death, discovered in the early hours of the morning in his La Santé cell, have intensified the mystery surrounding the Epstein saga. With no cameras to record his final hours, a judicial inquiry has been initiated, pointing to suicide as the preliminary assessment. The saga continues, leaving a trail of questions and raising the curtain on a narrative entangled with the complexities of power, abuse, and the mysterious figures who inhabited Epstein's world. Number 6. Jimmy Kimmel. In the realm of late-night TV, Jimmy Kimmel kicked off the year by addressing a recent clash with New York Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. Rodgers had stirred the pot by suggesting Kimmel's name might appear on Jeffrey Epstein's client list, playfully dubbing him Karen Rodgers. The quarterback made these remarks during an appearance on The Pat McAfee Show, insinuating that people, including Kimmel, were hoping such details would remain concealed. Kimmel, in response, took to social media, dismissing Rodgers' claim and even hinting at potential legal action. Firmly asserting that he had never crossed paths with Epstein or set foot on the infamous plane or island, Kimmel attributed Rodgers' comments to a possible vendetta. The late-night host speculated that Rodgers might be seeking retaliation for Kimmel's previous jabs at him on Live. As the saga unfolded, Kimmel delved into Rodgers' alleged motivation, asserting that the quarterback was perhaps irked
But you do always go until
by the comedian's mockery of his top-knot and controversial statements about vaccination. Kimmel further suggested that Rodgers might be smarting from Kimmel's jibes about the quarterback's eccentric theory that UFO sightings in February were orchestrated to divert attention from Epstein's list. Playing a clip of his humorous take on Rodgers' UFO conspiracy, Kimmel teased the quarterback, musing that it might be time for him to revisit concussion protocol. Unleashing a stream of commentary, he delved into Rodgers' perceived self-importance, attributing it to the quarterback's success on the football field. Kimmel painted Rogers as someone who, despite lacking scientific expertise, confidently shared his views on immunology during the pandemic. With a touch of sarcasm, Kimmel highlighted Rogers' academic record, humorously noting that the quarterback earned 2 A's, both in the word Aaron. The late-night host marveled at Rogers' audacity.
18th to HBO and Max. Please welcome John Oliver.
In thinking he knows more about government activities because of his role as a quarterback who does research on YouTube and listens to podcasts. While Kimmel criticized Rogers for what he deemed arrogance and ignorance, he left the door open for reconciliation. Asserting that Rogers, in his arrogance, might be oblivious to his own ignorance, Kimmel expressed readiness to accept an apology from the footballer. As the banter played out in the public eye, the clash between the late-night comedian and the star quarterback added a layer of entertainment and drama to the unfolding narrative of celebrity feuds. Let's have today's subscribers' pick. The recent unsealing of the Epstein files has sent shockwaves globally, exposing the names on the Epstein's list and the controversies around them. Among the surprising revelations is the involvement of the renowned theoretical physicist Stephen Hawking, and many wonder what Stephen Hawking really did on Epstein's island. The unsealed documents, released after a prolonged legal battle, have sparked intense debates, especially concerning Mr. Hawking's name popping up in an email sent by Epstein to his associate Ghislaine Maxwell in January 2015. In this email, Epstein discussed offering a reward to disprove an allegation made by Virginia Giuffre, claiming that Stephen Hawking had participated in an underage orgy. The documents reveal Epstein's attempt to counter Giuffre's allegations, with specific mentions of events like the Clinton dinner and an alleged occurrence in the Virgin Islands involving Hawking. Stephen Hawking also visited Epstein's private Caribbean island in March 2006 as part of a science trip. The visit occurred months before Epstein faced charges related to sex offenses. This is to confirm that Stephen Hawking has not been accused of any sexual misconduct involving Epstein, though a lot of rumors are flying about. What do you think about the controversies surrounding Stephen Hawking? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Number 5. Bill Clinton. The mention of former U.S. President Bill Clinton in Epstein's list raises eyebrows, yet there is no direct implication of any illegal activity. When approached for comment, Clinton's representatives referred to a statement he made in 2019, where he asserted he knew nothing about Epstein's crimes. Within the records, the testimony of Johanna Sjoberg becomes a focal point. Sjoberg states that Epstein once shared with her that Clinton likes them young, referencing girls. This snippet adds a layer of intrigue, hinting at the dynamics within Epstein's circle. The documents also unveil testimony from Ghislaine Maxwell, confirming Clinton's travels on Epstein's private jet. However, the extent of these journeys remains ambiguous. Clinton, during the early 2000s, indeed flew on Epstein's plane for what was described as humanitarian trips to Africa. At that time, he commended Epstein's philanthropy, but later distanced himself from the financier. In his 2019 statement, Clinton detailed that his trips on Epstein's jet were accompanied by staff and supporters from his charity, the Clinton Foundation. He emphasized that his Secret Service detail was present on every leg of every journey, underlining a level of accountability and oversight. Amidst the revelations, a particular section in the court documents addresses a media report suggesting that Clinton visited Epstein's private island in the Caribbean shortly after leaving office in 2001. Maxwell's lawyer vehemently denies this claim, asserting that Clinton did not travel to Little St. James Island between January 1, 2001 and January 1, 2003. The lawyer contends that if such a visit had occurred, Secret Service agents would have been obligated to submit travel logs, creating a layer of scrutiny and verification. As the narrative unfolds, the mention of Clinton within the Epstein saga prompts reflection on the associations and dynamics at play. While Clinton distances himself from any knowledge of Epstein's crimes, the court documents add nuances to the broader story of Epstein's connections with powerful figures. The revelations, both in testimony and legal responses, offer a glimpse into the complexities surrounding Epstein's social web and the scrutiny that follows. The legal intricacies and the interplay of statements create a mosaic of information, leaving the public to navigate the shades of truth within the Epstein case. Number 4. Leonardo DiCaprio. Hollywood megastar Leonardo DiCaprio also finds himself briefly mentioned in the notorious Jeffrey Epstein list. The revelation surfaces as previously sealed court documents tied to Virginia Giuffre's 2015 lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell are released to the public on the internet. Again, it's crucial to clarify that being on the Jeffrey Epstein list does not explicitly imply criminal accusations for most individuals mentioned. DiCaprio's name is fleetingly dropped in the court documents during the deposition of Epstein accuser Johanna Sjoberg. In response to inquiries, Sjoberg states that while massaging Epstein, he would casually mention celebrities like DiCaprio, Cate Blanchett, or Bruce Willis, engaging in what she termed as name-dropping. The deposition underscores that Sjoberg had never personally met Blanchett or DiCaprio. The intricate web of associations doesn't end there. Another Hollywood luminary, Cameron Diaz, is also briefly referenced in the same set of documents. However, Diaz swiftly dispels any connection with the disgraced financier. In a statement to Page 6, Diaz's representatives vehemently deny any interaction between the actress and Epstein. The statement emphasizes that Diaz neither met Epstein nor shared any space with him, dismissing any implied association. As these revelations unfold, it's essential to navigate the nuanced terrain of the Epstein case. The mention of high-profile celebrities in the court documents offers a glimpse into the social intricacies of Epstein's world. While some, like DiCaprio, are fleetingly associated through casual name-dropping, others, like Diaz, swiftly distance themselves from any link to the disgraced financier. The legal proceedings, deposition logs, and statements from those tangentially involved add layers to the narrative. They prompt a reflection on the nature of connections within influential circles and the challenges of disentangling from a web tainted by scandal. The Epstein saga, with its complex cast of characters, continues to unravel, inviting scrutiny into the dynamics that permeated the upper echelons of society and the names entwined in this web of controversy. Number 3. Tom Hanks. A Facebook post on July 28th stirred controversy by suggesting that amidst the chaos of the coronavirus pandemic, Tom Hanks acquired Greek citizenship, emphasizing a claim that Greece recognizes pedophilia as a disability. The post gained traction, echoing a larger trend that questions the legitimacy of Hanks's Greek citizenship and subtly implies his involvement in child trafficking. Truly, Hanks and his wife, along with their children, were bestowed honorary Greek citizenship as a recognition of their efforts in raising awareness about a devastating July 2018 wildfire near Athens, which claimed over 100 lives. This acknowledgement, reported by the BBC, underlines their deep connection with Greece, where they have been frequent visitors for years and even own a residence on the picturesque island of Antiparos. However, contrary to the misleading claim suggesting that pedophilia is considered a disability under Greek law, the reality is different. In 2012, there was indeed a proposal in Greece to include behavioral disorders like compulsive gambling, pyromania, pedophilia, and fetishism in the list of disabilities. The intention was to facilitate more comprehensive medical assessments, without affecting disability benefits, as clarified by both the BBC and Business Insider. But the proposal triggered swift and widespread condemnation, including from the Greece National Confederation of Disabled People. In a press release, they vehemently opposed the inclusion of conditions such as pedophilia, pyromania, voyeurism, ostentation, and sadomasochism in the disability identification table. This rejection came after a significant public outcry, reflecting the societal upheaval caused by the controversial proposition. The originator of the post, Gigi Kundalini, cited a BBC article as the source of the news about Hanks's Greek citizenship, but did not address the accompanying claim about pedophilia. This post aligns with a broader pattern of online content insinuating Hanks's connection to child trafficking. Some of these posts bear the hallmark hashtags of QAnon, a far-right conspiracy theory alleging a global cabal of elites engaged in pedophilia and devil worship. QAnon posits the existence of a deep state comprising politicians, celebrities, and business leaders orchestrating a child trafficking ring and opposing former President Trump. Similar unfounded accusations have targeted other figures like Oprah Winfrey, Ellen DeGeneres, and the Clintons. This isn't the first time Hanks has faced baseless allegations. When he was in quarantine after contracting COVID-19 in March, false claims circulated, asserting his arrest for pedophilia. Despite the lack of evidence, such rumors persist, fueled by conspiracy theories. Crucially, there is no substantiated evidence linking Tom Hanks to pedophilia. Investigations into California's Offender Registry and the U.S. Department of Justice's National Offender Registry yielded no records, debunking these false claims. The propagation of such rumors often intertwines with QAnon theories, which extend to implicating Hanks, among other celebrities, in an alleged child trafficking ring connected to Jeffrey Epstein. Some theories insinuate that Hanks frequented Epstein's island and traveled on his jet, but a Reuters examination of the flight logs found no evidence of Hanks ever being on Epstein's plane. These debunked claims underscore the challenge of disentangling truth from misinformation in the age of social media. The Tom Hanks saga within the context of conspiracy theories reflects a broader societal challenge, the spread of unfounded narratives that gain traction online. As we navigate this complex digital landscape, it's crucial to scrutinize information and discern fact from fiction, understanding the potential real-world consequences of baseless claims. Number 2. David Copperfield. The renowned magician David Copperfield's name has emerged in unexpected corners, creating ripples in the ongoing saga. The revelation stems from a 2010 deposition of Sarah Kellen, a key figure in Epstein's circle, accused of recruiting girls and facilitating Epstein's sexual abuse. Kellen, an unindicted co-conspirator in Epstein's 2008 non-prosecution agreement, faced questions about Copperfield's relationship with Epstein during the deposition. The plaintiff's lawyer delved into whether Kellen knew Copperfield, the nature of Epstein and Copperfield's connection, and even referenced a dinner at Epstein's Palm Beach mansion attended by Copperfield. However, Kellen, invoking the Fifth Amendment, refrained from providing substantive answers, leading to an intriguing line of inquiry regarding potential connections between Copperfield and Epstein. This revelation unfolds against the backdrop of unredacted documents in the Epstein case, shedding light on a previously unexplored association between Copperfield and the disgraced financier. The plaintiff's lawyer probed further, hinting at the possibility of Copperfield and Epstein recruiting girls for each other or being involved in sex trafficking. The specific inquiry about Copperfield providing Epstein with tickets and inviting young women backstage after his shows adds layers to the evolving narrative. Notably, Copperfield's name also surfaces in the 2016 deposition of Epstein victim Johanna Sjoberg. In her testimony, Sjoberg recalls encountering Copperfield at Epstein's residence, where the magician, seemingly a friend of Epstein, raised unsettling questions about the recruitment of girls. These revelations, coupled with Kellen's deposition, cast a spotlight on potential connections and interactions between Copperfield and Epstein, previously undisclosed in the public domain. Representatives for Copperfield have remained silent amid the unfolding controversy, leaving the magician's role and involvement in Epstein's orbit shrouded in mystery. Copperfield, a luminary in the world of magic, boasts a remarkable career and financial success, earning $46 million in 2020, according to Forbes. His residency at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas and the lucrative venture of renting out his private islands in the Bahamas adds a layer of intrigue to his high-profile life. As the Epstein case continues to unravel, Copperfield's unexpected association injects fresh complexity into the narrative. The intersection of magic, wealth, and the shadows of a notorious scandal paints a captivating portrait of a world where the unexpected often lurks behind the curtain. The unanswered questions surrounding Copperfield's ties to Epstein fuel speculation and curiosity, inviting scrutiny into the unseen threads that connect individuals in the upper echelons of society. Number 1. Al Gore. In the unveiling of court documents related to the Jeffrey Epstein case, another notable figure, former U.S. Vice President Al Gore, found his name among the listed. The unsealing of these documents follows Judge Loretta Preska's decision in December, citing a lack of legal justification for redacting names. Gore, who served as the 45th vice president under President Bill Clinton, whose name also appeared in the list, now becomes part of the complex narrative surrounding Epstein's dark legacy. The unsealed court documents are intricately tied to material sought by Ghislaine Maxwell from Epstein's accuser, Virginia Giuffre, before a civil defamation trial. Maxwell specifically requested Giuffre to provide any pictures or videos involving her and various high-profile individuals, including Gore. However, Jeffrey's legal team countered, asserting that the alleged evidence was already under the control of the disgraced financier and his accomplice. It's worth noting that Gore, despite his inclusion in the documents, has not faced any accusations of wrongdoing. Furthermore, no public record exists of a released picture featuring Gore and Jeffrey. This revelation adds a layer of complexity to the narrative, as Epstein's accuser had previously claimed that the former vice president traveled on Epstein's private plane alongside other notable personalities. Despite the disclosure of names through the unsealing process, it's crucial to highlight that, as of now, no one, apart from Maxwell and Epstein, has been formally charged with a crime. The documents expose a network of connections involving influential figures, contributing to the ongoing scrutiny of Epstein's vast web of associations. Al Gore's unexpected connection to the Epstein case raises questions and fuels speculation about the extent of the financier's influence. The legal intricacies surrounding the unsealed documents and Maxwell's quest for materials further complicate an already convoluted narrative. As the layers of this scandal continue to unfold, the spotlight on Gore serves as a reminder of how far-reaching and intricate the repercussions of Epstein's actions are in the realms of politics and power. The journey into the truth behind these documents promises to be a riveting exploration of a scandal that has captivated global attention. These details help us grapple with the unsettling intersections of influence, power, and moral ambiguity that characterize this dark chapter in recent history. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.